Click the link below or go straight to MrLocario.com to get the documentary Game Kings, The Definition of Game.
Yo, what's up, guys? It's Cam from LA. I made my donation through Cash App. How are you guys?
What up, man? Appreciate you, bro.
What up, Cam?
Thank you. What's up, guys? Okay, so this is you guys touched on the subject recently. You said, I forgot what the name of the video title was, but you guys were talking about like how you should let your woman be free to do what she wants, and you shouldn't be cuffing her so hardcore. You guys get where I'm coming from, right? From the video you guys touched on recently.
Yes.
Yeah. So here's I want to try to be in your guys. I want to understand why you guys are saying this, because I'm having a hard time grasping it. I'm open to accepting this as a possibility of me internalizing this as well, but I'm having a hard time grasping why this is beneficial to me. If, let's just say, because you guys even went as far as saying like you shouldn't even be cuffing her if she's your wife, for example, because I want to have a family like later down the road, but I'm like wondering, like, you know, where do I draw the line where like my woman is let's say taking advantage of me, or like that's kind of like one of my preoccupations. I want to provide you guys with this quick story. So this is before I had like much better game than I have now. I took this chick to Vegas. It wasn't the best decision to take. This is actually my girlfriend at the time, like ex-girlfriend, but she was my girlfriend at the time. Took her to Vegas, and while we're in the club, she made me feel really uncomfortable because like this guy kept hollering at her and she wasn't really doing anything to deflect him. And I understand, and to provide some more context, like I was not my strongest self mentally back then. And I kind of let this guy kind of just like make me look like a beta bitch in front of him and in front of my ex-girlfriend. So ever since then, I felt like, okay, I got to be a better man. And I went through this whole journey, and now I'm, listening to you guys, and that's therapy. But as far as like, now going forward, if I do, let's say, get in a monogamous relationship, I'm not looking to be in an open relationship necessarily at this moment, but like, how do I know when to cuff? I don't want to say cuff, but like, how do I know when to like stand up for myself if like I realize, okay, this bitch is taking advantage of me and she's like cheating on me, and I don't want her. I mean, I know she's gonna, let's say, have guys entertain her and like go up to her and propose. I mean, to like say, hey, like, what are you doing? What are you doing, girl? I got a club. When I go to the bathroom, I'm going to be accepting of that. So I guess my question is then, like, how do I kind of internalize what you guys are saying? And do you guys also understand where I'm coming from? Because I'm having a hard time grasping what you guys are trying to tell us.
Right. No, I understand what you're saying. Miles, you want to go first?
Yeah. I want to, I understand what you're saying. And I think that you are slightly misinterpreting the difference between giving your woman freedom and understanding reward and punishment. You understand? Because when we say give your woman freedom to do as she will, what it means is that you want to give her freedom to show her true character. Now, once she shows her true character, how you respond is what's important. You understand? Now, if you're in the club and you're with your girl, or you're chilling, and the guy comes up and tries to holler at her, and you're standing right there, and then she starts like flirting with him and making out with him, and you're standing right there. Now you see where your chick is at. You realize that she doesn't consider the relationship that you have to be something that's serious, and that's cool. That's fine. Maybe there was something on your part that you forgot to do to let her know that the relationship was serious, but the point is that she's showing you by her actions what she thinks about the relationship. So instead of getting angry at her and saying, yo, you're supposed to be my girl, and why did you do that? All you have to do is just fall back.
Right.
You understand? Because now her showing you what she really thinks of the level of relationship that you're at allows you to say, okay, cool. The relationship ain't really that fucking serious. So I don't, all that shit that we were doing before, all that commitment that you were getting from me and all of that, attention and energy and stuff that you were getting from me, you let me know that the relationship is not on that level. So now I can fall back and focus on other things as well as other women. You understand what I'm saying? Now, and I remember when Locario, he gave the example, and he said he was at the club, he hollered at the girl, And then he asked her, yo, where's your boyfriend tonight? And she said, oh, he's right here. And then the dude came over, bought Lucario a drink, and then they were just all standing there talking and chopping it up, and everything was cool. The fact of the matter is that man gave his woman the freedom to show her character.
Right.
You understand? And now when Lucario said, where is your man? She didn't hide and say, oh, well, he's not around. Right. She said, no, he's standing right here. And when Lucario said, let's go hang out, she was like, I don't think my boyfriend would really like that. Why? Because she respects what her boyfriend would like and not like.
Exactly.
You understand? And because she responded in a way that was respectful to her boyfriend, the boyfriend came over and was cool with the whole situation.
Exactly.
He bought Lucario a drink. Him and the girl was having a conversation with Lucario, and the evening went well. You understand? Right. But the point we're trying to make is the reason why you have to give your woman the freedom is you have to give her the leeway to show her exactly who she is to you, or more importantly, who she thinks she is to you.
Right.
You understand? Because if she thinks that she's your girl and she's a priority, then she's going to behave as a priority. But if she thinks that she's just another thought in your life or just another chick that you're fucking, then she's going to behave as such as well. So that means when another guy comes and steps to her and says, yo, where's your boyfriend? She'll probably say some shit like, don't worry about my boyfriend. It's all good. Right. You understand what I'm saying? And then she starts making out with the dude and stuff. Now, if you're standing there seeing this go down, you don't have to get angry, bro. Right. All you have to do is take a step back and say, hey, all of that shit that we was doing before, I thought the relationship was going this way. But now you're letting me know for a fact that the relationship is going another way. So now I could fall back and focus on other chicks. I could focus on other things. And now you let the chick demote herself to the level of a booty call. Right. You understand what I'm saying? Right. This is why you need to give her the freedom, because if you cuff her, if you try too much to control your chick, you will never actually see her true character in action. You understand?
Facts. And also too, you got to understand is that because you were saying, well, how do you give a woman all this freedom if, let's say, she's your wife and all this other stuff, right? So this could be your wife, your girlfriend, let's say a girl you've been with for a while or whatever it is like that. What it is the longer you've been with a chick, right? That's when you can explain to them the boundaries. You understand that of what it means to be with her, what it means to be with you. So what I mean is, if I get with a girl today, right, and let's say we start hanging out for the next 2 or 3 weeks, right? What happens is, again, she can do whatever she wants, right? Now, she might do something that I don't like. Now, if she does something I don't like, I'm gonna just fall back. But I'm probably not even gonna explain to her why I'm falling back. You understand? Either I'm gonna fall all the way back to where I charge into the game, or I'm gonna fall back to where I'm just not gonna really see her maybe as much as I was, or whatever it is. You understand what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I'm not explaining it to her is because she hasn't reached the level where explaining it to her, or she's worth it being explained to. You understand what I'm saying? So what I mean is, I'm not going to overextend myself to explain shit to her. Now, if a girl becomes my girlfriend or wife or whatever it is, then I explain to her the boundaries of, hey, this is what it means to be with me in a relationship. So in this relationship, A, B, and C could not happen, never happen. If it happens, we're done, right? So now I'm not telling her to not do A, B, and C. I'm telling you, if you do A, B, and C, we're done. You understand what I'm saying? So she has a choice to make. You understand what I'm saying? And so what happens is that she's able to, let's say she does A, B, and C. Let's say she does one of those things, right? Now she has the freedom to do that. But now I'm like, oh, cool. Okay, you did that. Then we're done. It's over. Because I already told you the boundary. I gave you the freedom to do it or not do it. You did it. You're showing me what you really want. Because again, and this is the great part about this, you're letting her know beforehand. So it's not like she didn't know. So what's actually happening is she's making a choice to do that thing, which means she's saying, I'm choosing to do this at the risk of losing you. You understand what I'm saying? So then I'm like, all right, cool. That's the choice you made. But see, when you try to control your woman, she'll sometimes do things, right, that you want her to do, but she's only doing it because you're told her to do it. So what you're doing is that you're stalling the inevitability of seeing who she really is. You understand what I'm saying? And so this is why I say that we say that you got to give your girl the freedom to do as she's gonna do, but you also, as time goes on, you could add those boundaries and let her know, hey, this is what it is. So again, like if I've been seeing a girl for like 9-10 months, going on a year, and she's becoming my girl, I say, hey, listen, well, I know you want to be my girl, so this is what we're gonna do. Since you've been with me for so long, I'm gonna upgrade you to girlfriend, but this is what needs to happen. This, and this, and if this, and this happens, then we're done. But do as you please. I'm not gonna force you to do shit. And I'm not gonna be running behind you to do nothing. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's the thing, because you want to give her the freedom to ascend and the freedom to fuck up.
And I'm gonna add something to it too. You have to understand something, that control. A lot of people don't realize that control is sort of a two-way street, right? Because when you try to control someone, when you try to hold them in place, that is akin to you putting them in a position.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You understand? Now, not every woman has earned the position that you put her in based on control.
Exactly. Right.
And that's what fucks a lot of dudes up, because you look at a girl and she's really for the streets, basically. Right. But because you're trying to control her, you're trying to make her into your girl.
Right. Exactly.
Through the practice of control.
Mm-hmm.
But has she really earned the position of being your girl? Fuck no, she's for the streets.
Right.
But you're busy trying to control her, i.e., give her a position, and that's the wrong thing to do. No, give that whole freedom, bruh.
Exactly, because she has to earn the position.
She has to earn the position of girlfriend. You can't be controlled into the position of girlfriend or wife. You have to earn the position of girlfriend or wife. Now, how can you earn it if I'm controlling you?
Right, exactly. You see what I'm saying? Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. See,
that's all.
Now go ahead.
Look, are you?
Now go ahead.
No, I was just gonna. Well, that's all. That stuff was very powerful, and it's much more clear to me now what you guys are saying. And let me ask you guys this: like, what are your thoughts on, in terms of people out there in the sphere that say like you should control your girls, like IG? Maybe I'm not phrasing exactly the way they would say it, but the way I understood what this person was saying is that you should control their IG, or, let alone, like, don't even let them have IG altogether. Like, let them have their own Instagram, or just control their Instagram, have access to their accounts and stuff like that. Like, to me, it seems a little bit over controlling, but then I wonder, like, if I'm doing everything the way you guys are saying and I'm internalizing it, I won't know exactly if she's, let's say, sneaking behind, cheating behind my back or whatever, because like she could be using DMs or whatever to get what she needs. You know what I mean? Like if it's in person in front of me, that's a little bit more obvious and like I can act accordingly. But like, what if she's doing some sneaky shit behind the scenes on DMs? So what are your guys' thoughts on that for people who say that you should control their IG accounts and have access to their accounts? Like, do you guys execute this as well?
No, I don't. Again, that shouldn't be something you're trying to control also. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because see, this is the thing. It's never about control, it's about boundaries. And so also what you have to understand is you have to think about what is your boundary and why is it your boundary? You know what I'm saying? Because if I say to a girl, I could say my boundary is, if you're going to be my girlfriend, you can't have IG, right? So then you have to ask yourself, why do I not want her to have IG? Oh, well, because maybe I don't want dudes DMing her and I don't want her to cheat on me. So that means that my boundary is about fear. You understand what I'm saying? I'm creating a boundary through fear.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? I'm not creating a boundary that actually makes sense as far as progressing the relationship or something that is going to be beneficial to me and her. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm creating the boundary out of fear. So when you're saying, well, I got to make sure she's not on Instagram and I got to control her stuff, whatever, that's creating a situation where you're trying to control, and you're trying to control because of fear. You see what I'm saying? So again, the chick is free to do what she wants. You understand what I'm saying? But again, you have to think about what your boundaries are. You see what I mean? And again, you got to look, if your boundaries are rooted in fear or insecurity, right? You got to understand that, because then what happens is that the boundary you put up there, right? That boundary is a thing that is rooted in that fear and insecurity. So it's all about fear and insecurity at that point. So now you end up being controlling because of fear. You understand what I'm saying?
Look, let me tell you something, Cam. You ain't never, ever gonna know what a bitch is doing 24 hours a fucking day, bro.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Ever. And if you want to spend your time trying to figure that shit out, go ahead and waste your fucking life.
Right, exactly.
Go ahead and waste your life. That's all I'm telling you.
Facts.
What you have to do is you have to be strong, you have to be confident, and you have to understand that if she is taking care of all the requirements that you laid out for her position in your life, then you're good.
Right.
If you're good, if you're good, then the relationship is good.
Right.
That's all you need to know, bro.
Right.
Because for you to try to think and cover and control anything else is pure insanity, and you'll be wasting a lot of time and fucking energy. You understand?
Right. Because look, there was a chick that I had went out with before, right? And when we was on, this is the first date we was chilling, right? So she told me how she was telling me about some other date she went on with some dude, and the dude picked her up, and the dude was trying to get all touchy feely with her. And she was like, oh, I didn't want him touching me. And I'm not really trying to get down like that. So the whole time I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, I'm listening to this story, and I'm saying to myself, well, that's all good, but she better not be treating me that way, because that's not going to fly. So long story short, during the rest of the date, she was flirting with me. She was, we was kissing, doing all this other stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. Even though she wasn't doing that with that guy, but she was doing that with me. Now, what happened is that the next time we were supposed to hang out, I basically told her, I said, hey, I'm going to come to your spot or whatever. And then she started coming up with all these excuses, and then she started being uncooperative and shit, right? So then I charged her. You understand what I'm saying? And I charged her because now she was being as uncooperative as the guy she was explaining to me that she went on a date with. You see what I'm saying? So what it is that it's not about what the chick is doing, when she's not around you. Is she doing the things that she need to do when she's with you? You understand what I'm saying? And is she coming correct when she's with you? But
right.
It's impossible to watch your chick 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Right. And to add to that, what Lucario is saying, is she doing what she needs to do when she's with you? This is why you have to have a clear understanding of who Cam is, what Cam wants, and what Cam requires from the females in his life.
Facts.
Okay, if you don't have a clear understanding of that, that's where you're going to fall short. Because if you're thinking about these other guys talking about controlling a woman's social media, and these other guys talking about, keeping tabs on a chick, and because you're listening to these other guys, you're not focusing on what Cam wants.
Right.
You understand? Cam probably just wants a hot meal when he comes home, some head, and fucking, breakfast in bed in the morning.
Right.
If your bitch is doing that and that's what you want, then as long as she's consistent with that shit, that's all you need to worry about.
Right.
But that is after you realize that that's what Cam wants. Right. You understand what I'm saying? After she supplies all of those requirements that you need, you really can't control anything after that. And that's the game truth, bro. Right. That's the game truth.
And on top of that, let's say, for example, your boundary, because you said you want to be in a monogamous situation, most likely. So that means that one of your boundaries would be no fucking with other dudes. Correct? Now, the thing is this.
Correct.
You don't need to waste time trying to find out if she's fucking with other dudes. Because this is what happens. Like Miles said, let's say you just wanted a warm meal, a hot meal or whatever, get your dick sucked and to chill or whatever, and she's doing that. Right? She's doing those things. Now, let's say she's actually fucking around with some dude on the side, right? You don't got to waste time to find that out. But if you do find out, then it's like, bitch, you gone. You understand what I'm saying? But I'm not going to sit there and be checking your DMs. I'm not going to be looking through your phone. I'm not going to be doing all this other crazy shit. You understand? It's like I remember even as a kid, I remember hearing where like someone would tell somebody's parent about something that the kid was doing, and then the parent would be like, well, let me not find you doing that shit. They wasn't saying I'm gonna run after you and put surveillance on you 24/7. All they said was, let me not, as long as I don't find you doing that shit, we good. And all that meant is that I'm gonna give you the freedom to do what the fuck you do. You know what the boundary is. And if it comes to my attention that this is happening, it's a fucking wrap. You understand what I'm saying? But you don't need to waste your time, energy, and you know, all of that to try to sit there and be playing detective and doing all that other crazy shit. Because a lot of guys, what they'll say is they'll be like, oh, but I'm not going to be sitting it back and dealing with a chick is she's fucking around with you know, these other guys or whatever it is like that, right? But what's interesting is that woman is probably doing the thing she needs to do for that nigga and doing it correctly. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And the thing is, he didn't realize that until he found out, right? But the thing is, if you're spending a lot of time trying to find out, what all that's doing is reinforcing your insecurity. You understand what I'm saying? And so what it is that a lot of times the truth usually is going to be brought to the light. You see what I'm saying? And so the fact that you're giving her the freedom to do what she wants, right? This is the key here. You giving her the freedom to do what she wants, a lot of times is going to reveal the shit she's doing already because she has the freedom to do it. So a lot of times what happens is that women will get real savvy when they know that you got your foot on their neck. But when they have the freedom to do what they want, they start slipping up. They start getting a little sloppy. You understand what I'm saying? So all the shit you're trying to find out usually is going to eventually come out in the end anyway. You see what I'm saying? So you don't got to do nothing but chill, do your thing, make sure the chick that you fucking with is doing the shit she need to do. And when you do find out if something is fucking around and crossing the boundary, then you drop her.
You drop her or fall back or do what you got to do. Right. But see, again, this is another example of a dating coach telling you some shit that's going to make you uncomfortable, but it's the truth. You understand? A lot of these other dating coaches will tell you, hey, man, create a burner account and check her DMs and you know, act like you're some other guy and you know, get a picture of a Chad and try to trick her into going out on a date with you and see if she's going to cheat on you and all of this bullshit. Like, bro, if you want to spend your whole life doing that type of shit to try to check your woman, fine. Waste your time, waste your life. But more often than not, a woman is going to respect you for being confident and knowing that what you bring to her life, she can't get anywhere else. And that's what makes you comfortable. That's what's supposed to make you comfortable. Because listen, you're not supposed to be comfortable. You're not supposed to ever be comfortable with any female.
Right.
The only thing you're supposed to be comfortable with is you. You understand? So when you know that the energy, time, and attention and experience that you give your woman is and that the only place she can find that experience is with you, you should take comfort in that. Now, if she wants to jeopardize the opportunity to have the experiences with you, let her do it. Let her show her true self. And then you charge her to the fucking game or you demote her position. Right. And it's not even about being spiteful or trying to get back at her and all of this shit. No. Remember, a man loves as God should love. Or a man should love as God loves. You understand? God gives man or God gives humans the free will to do whatever the fuck they want. However, if you worship God and you live in the light of God, that's when you get a pass to the kingdom of heaven. So it's the same thing. If you give your woman free will, but she continues to move in a way that is congruent with your requirements, she satisfies what you require of her as a woman, and she understands that she can only get that experience with you, and she respects that experience, and she values that experience, usually 9 times out of 10, bro, unless she's a fucking double agent, fucking 007 crazy bitch, unless it's like that, she will do what she needs to do to maintain her good graces with you.
Right.
Just like the average Christian would to maintain their good graces with God so they can make it to heaven.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? But only a man with God level confidence can demand that type of behavior out of a woman.
Right.
As soon as you start questioning her and trying to control her and start worrying about where she's been and who she talked to and why did this guy DM you and why is this guy commenting on your pictures and all of this bullshit, that's when you're going to start looking weak. And that's when she's really going to start sucking dick outside in these streets.
Click the link below and get your bad boy gear. Get the t-shirts, Submissive Women Are Sexy, Binary as Fuck, and I'm God to These Hoes. Click the link below to get your bad boy gear today. Now, before you go, click the link below and go to badboymembership.com. Now, badboymembership.com is a place where you go to get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month. Listen, I know you're tired of being rejected. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of being afraid to approach women. Go to badboymembership.com. I know you're tired of not getting the women that you want. Go to badboymembership.com. Listen, I know you're tired of being alone on a Friday night. Go to badboymembership.com. Now picture this. You'll go from not getting what you want when it comes to you dealing with women to actually getting what you want, to being the guy women want to be with, women want to date, women want to have sex with. All you need to do is go to badboymembership.com, follow the steps, learn the game, implement the game, and then you will get the woman you want. Make sure you go to badboymembership.com today. Click the link below.